video. My name is Jordyn. If you're new, I'm a new dental hygienist. I'm about to be at work. It's Monday and it's 7:25. I'm a little late today, so once I get there, I need to get everything ready for my patients. But this is gonna be another week in my life. I only work Monday, Tuesday this week, but I'm super busy with exciting things the rest of the week. So thank you for clicking on my video and I hope you enjoy. I'm home from work now. It's 7:30. It started snowing when I was leaving work and the roads were getting slippery. So it took me forever to get home and then I just ate right away. I don't have time to be on my phone at work the entire day. So I've been responding to texts, emails, voicemails, everything that have been coming to my phone for the past 13 hours. So I always get home and reply to everybody, and then I just ate dinner. Now I'm getting food ready for lunch tomorrow. I don't get a lunch. I only have time for snacks in between patients. We do get a little lunch every single day, but I don't use that time to eat. I use it to catch up on my notes, make trays, refill my water. I don't actually take a break. And by refill my water, I meant for my Cavitron and my little air water thingy. But yeah, it's already 7:30. I'm still in my scrubs. I need to shower, feed my guinea pigs, finish getting everything ready for work tomorrow. And by that time, it's gonna be past when I like to go to sleep. So the nights go by so fast. But today was such a good day. It was a really simple day for me. It went by super fast. My patients were awesome. And yeah, now I do it all over again tomorrow. All right, I'm finally sitting down to answer a question I've been getting for 6 months. If you've DM'd me this question on Instagram, I've answered it a little bit, but I knew I was gonna answer it on my YouTube channel eventually. I was gonna make a full sit down video of this. I just don't think it would be long enough. So I thought I would just insert it into this vlog. But as you can probably tell by the title, I'm gonna answer how I studied for my NBDHE / how I passed on the first try. The NBDHE is one of multiple tests that you need to take in order to get your dental hygiene license. In my experience, and probably most other dental hygienists, it is the hardest, scariest, most stressful test when it comes to getting your license. You're basically tested on everything you've learned while in dental hygiene school. A lot of programs will make you take this exam before you even graduate school, while you're in your last semester. They encourage that at my school, but I ultimately did not feel ready to take it while I was still in school. So I took it about 1 month after I finished school. So it's February now. I took it at the end of September, and I am so glad that I did, because I don't think I would have passed if I didn't wait, because I did not prioritize studying for boards during school. I waited until I finished school, basically. The biggest and the only reason that I did pass my boards is because I used Andy RDH. If you Google it, his website will come up. There's also a Facebook group for it. But every year he puts together a huge book, and there's a website, and it's just everything that could possibly be on your boards. There's obviously things on the test that are not in the book, but it just helps you remember and relearn everything that you've been taught the past years while in school. So I started out buying Andy's lowest package, which is just access to the app and the website. So in June, I started studying from the app. There's tons of different resources on there, like quizzes you can take, or just reading about information, and you can like test yourself. So I did that for a while in June, a couple weeks, and I just felt like it wasn't working, and then I needed to study for that semester, the test that I was having at school, and I just like fell off of studying for boards. So I reached out to Andy and asked if I could pay the difference between the first package and the second package. And the difference is like you get that book, the huge book, with the second package, and he let me just pay the difference, and then he sent me the book, and I would not have passed my boards if it weren't for this book. I needed something physical in front of me rather than just the app on my phone, somewhere where I could like highlight and take notes, which I kept to a minimum because I thought about reselling the book, but I haven't yet. I feel like there's so much good information in there that I could look back on and get like refreshers of things. So maybe eventually I'll sell it, but right now I'm keeping it. So like I said, I did not study really during my last semester, so I studied a little bit in June, just like scratching the surface of information. Didn't study for boards during July, during August, and then I finished school at the very end of August. When you book your exam, if I remember right, you have to book like a month or two out. At least when I took it, I remember there was not a lot of options. So I picked my day to be 3.5, 4 weeks after my last day of school. And this is how I studied for boards. For 3.5 weeks, I worked like 3 days a week, but every other day of the week, including when I did have work, I was going through the Andy RDH book and making note cards of every single piece of information in the book. I made thousands of note cards. I think I went through like 6 highlighters or something crazy like that. I did not do anything else during the day. I didn't work out. I had like my meals planned out. I was not on my phone until like right before bed. I did not do anything but study for boards. So I think it took me about 2 weeks to go through the entire Andy book and make the note cards. And then the last week before my test, I spent just studying those note cards that I made. If I knew one, then like memorized what was on the note card, then I would put it in a certain pile. If I couldn't remember what was on the note card, I would put it in a different pile and then keep studying that. And these note cards are not like one-word answers, because obviously if you're studying dental hygiene, you know it's not simple like yes or no answers or questions. So these note cards are full of information. Side note, I let someone borrow it the second time they were taking their boards and they passed. But making this video is reminding me I do not have those note cards back in my possession, and it's stressing me out. I put so much work into those, so I need to ask for those back. So yeah, I made separate piles of these note cards, and I remember I had work the day before my exam, and I was halfway through the day and the other hygienists were like, "What are you doing here? Your test is tomorrow." But I was really new at my job and I felt bad asking for the day off, so they basically just sent me home at lunchtime and said, "You need to go study, please. We need you to pass this test." So I was not prepared for my test, to say the least. I felt like I didn't know anything. I was really regretting not studying for the boards. During my last semester of school, I felt really behind, and almost everyone I graduated with had already taken their boards, and a couple people had failed, so that was freaking me out. Yeah, I just felt super unprepared, like I didn't know anything. I needed like another 2 months to study, it felt like, and I was really mad at myself for not prioritizing more time to study. So when I took my exam, there was 3 different sections. You could take a break in between each section. I just wanted to get it done all in one sitting. The first section, I actually felt like I knew almost everything. Second section, I was guessing on almost every single question. And then the third section was the case studies. When I tell you I did not know one answer, I was not confident in one answer on 1/3 of my test. I guessed on every single one. I was crying. I just wanted to give up and leave without even finishing my test. Didn't know anything. Had never seen this stuff in school. Didn't see it in the Andy book. Nobody told me to study this stuff. I knew nothing. So I walked out of there, texted 10 people that had checked on me that knew I was taking my test that day, told them all that I failed, and the next 16 days while I waited for my results, I just stayed so busy to try and keep it off my mind. Then I was driving down the road, saw that I got my results. I was literally on a highway that I hadn't driven on before. There were so many cars around me. So I sent a screenshot to my mom and sister and said, what does it say? And I passed. And to everybody's surprise, because I told everybody I failed, I passed. Literally was driving down the road, bawling my eyes out, thanking God for like 30 minutes. And then I recorded when I got home my reaction. It's in a vlog. So in summary, how I passed my boards, how I studied, is for 3.5 weeks, I went through the Andy RDH book and made flashcards of the book. And then I studied those flashcards. I remember watching videos on YouTube, how to pass your NBDHE, and these people were like 8 months ahead of time studying, how they studied for boards, how many times they went through the Andy book. And I was watching this like a month before my test, and I'm like, it's too late. I waited too long. I'm not gonna pass. I was freaking out. So I'm just here to tell you, if this is 3 weeks before your exam, 2 weeks, it's not too late to start studying. You just need to maybe get a little less sleep in the next couple weeks, pull some all-nighters, and just study every waking minute. Make it your only priority, and you still can pass your test on the first try. I say this in every video, but if I can pass and get through dental hygiene school and pass my NBDHE on the first try, anybody can. There are other resources for studying for your boards. I never used any other ones in school. Occasionally we would go through a different resource. I'm not going to say it on here, but there's basically 2 main ones for studying for your boards: Andy RDH, which is what I used, and this other one. And as we would study the other one while in school, like we would just go over it together if there was extra time at the end of clinic, it seemed like more often than not the answers were wrong. So it was really confusing me, and I felt like it was just making us learn the wrong stuff, and I did not trust it at all. So I went with Andy, and I'm so glad I did. You can like look up the success rate, and it's nuts. Basically everybody who uses it, who buys it and uses it like they should and studies from it and puts in the time learning from that book, passes. Another small thing that I did that didn't really work for me, but depending on what type of learner you are, it might work for you. I actually recorded this in a couple of vlogs when I was studying for boards, but I also not only made the note cards while I was studying the book, but I also had a notebook, and I was basically rewriting, highlighting, making bold letters, just like focusing on the things I didn't know as well. So I was like rewriting the Andy book basically. I think I filled up 2 notebooks doing that, but ultimately I need like repetitive exposure to things a couple times before they like really stick in my brain. So that's why the index cards worked for me, opposed to just writing on or in a notebook. Another thing I did, which I don't think it helped me, but I listened to NBDHE like podcasts. I have to go look at who I listened to. I included this in vlogs as well. I can't find it right now. I'd have to go back in my YouTube video, or maybe you can just Google it, but it was like studying for the NBDHE, but it was in a podcast. I don't think that really helped me either though, because that's not how I learn things, like just listening to people talk. But that's another resource people could use to study. But yeah, I hope that helped. That wasn't super organized. I didn't have any of this written out. I was just going off of memory how I studied. If you have any more questions about how I studied or how I passed, just leave it in the comments below or DM me on Instagram and I'll reply to you. There's multiple different versions of this test, and I'm pretty sure they change it every single year. But since I get asked this literally every day, the main things that were on my exam was radiology, lots of pictures of radiographs, and then it would point to a structure, and I had to know what structure it was. And then the case studies, which was the third portion of the test, was basically all medications and like diseases that people have. And basically I felt like I needed to be a doctor in order to know all that information. That's why I was literally crying, because I'm not a doctor. I did not go to school to become a doctor, so I did not know a bunch of this stuff. Yeah, so pharmacology, radiology, I guess those were like the main things on my exam, and things that I wish I would have studied a lot more, but I made it. That's all I care about now, and I hope that helped you guys. But I'm actually about to go to my best friend from hygiene school's house. I've only seen her 2 times since we graduated 6 months ago, so I'm really excited to go catch up with her and talk about work. And I wish my bridesmaid boxes were finished. I have a couple more things to add to them, so I'm gonna have to get back together with her soon to ask her to be in our wedding, and I'm in hers as well. So super exciting. I can't wait to talk about that tonight. Hello, it's Tuesday. It's 5:30 and I just got out of work. And I actually don't work the rest of the week, but I do have a 7-hour training on Friday. But I'm super busy the rest of the week. I'll have no time to just like chill. I have so many plans, but super fun things. So I'm excited. It's technically Friday for me, even though it's only Tuesday night. Might go to the gym tonight, tan, edit and post a video. I want to start reading again. And I'm watching Ginny and Georgia on Netflix. It's so good, but I've realized recently how depressing it is. I think I cry basically every episode, and I honestly would not recommend it because it just makes you so sad, even though the like overall story is really good. But I need to finish season 2. I have a couple episodes left, and yeah, it was a good day. I hope when you're watching this, you're having a good day too. Hello, I have not vlogged in forever. I don't know the last time I picked up my camera because life has been so crazy, but nothing like super exciting, so I haven't pulled out my camera. But it's Wednesday, so I have today off, and I'm about to go to lunch, and then I have a eyebrow appointment today to get them laminated again, and a huge Target pickup order because we haven't had time to get groceries. My fridge has never been so empty. I was literally starving last night because we have no food. I also want to tan and possibly meal prep, but it's already noon and I work in the morning, so we'll see how much I can actually get done. But yeah, life has been crazy, so hopefully I'll be able to vlog a little bit more the rest of the week. I also might possibly be going to full-time at my work, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. Morning, it's 7:15. I'm gonna be at work in like 5 minutes. I have some scaling and root planning today, some pro-fees. I think my lunch is at 1 o'clock and it's about 45 minutes. And I'm seeing 7 patients today. And we're doing pizza for lunch. Not that I'm gonna have any time to eat that, but that's exciting. It's Thursday, but I do not work tomorrow, so it's my last day of work this week. I already plan to sleep all day tomorrow. I think I got maybe 2 hours of sleep last night, so today I'm expecting to be a little rough. I'll talk to you guys after work and let you know how the day goes. Hello, it's Friday. I said yesterday I was gonna update how the day went. During my first patient, I looked at the schedule to see what time it was, and I noticed the whole rest of the day fell apart. A ton of patients canceled, but we filled up my day super fast. So I didn't do any SRP yesterday. We just filled my schedule with anything. I had limited exams, I had a scan on a patient for a night guard, a couple adult prophies, a couple child prophies, and yeah, the day went super fast, and I got to eat that pizza for lunch, and I never have time for lunch, but I made it work. But Monday, they were just working on the schedule, and I'm gonna see 7 patients with no break, no lunch break or anything, so that I can end up leaving an hour earlier. But I think I have 3 or 4 kids on Monday, and those are so easy. Child prophies are usually pretty fast and simple. But yeah, I'm about to go to Ulta super quick. I got a gift card, pretty big gift card for there, so I'm gonna go spend it. I literally got the gift card 2 days ago, and I knew instantly what I wanted. And then I'm gonna tan, because I didn't get to do that yesterday because the bed was broken, and I'm hungry, and I got a Chipotle gift card too, and Chipotle sounds so good right now. We're gonna go to the gym later tonight. I kind of want to film a sit-down video that I've been asking you guys for requests. And also, we're in the middle of booking our venue, and we picked our date. And yeah, it's a really exciting day today, but I'll show you guys what I get from Ulta. I'm gonna do a super quick haul of everything that I bought today at Ulta and the grocery store. Basically everything I bought today is for work. So basically super quick snacks, and then I like to have a drink at lunch, like a pick-me-up for the rest of the day. I just got vitamin water, this Monster, here's another energy drink. I love these bars for breakfast. It's literally just fruit, string cheese, because it's a super quick snack. I've been obsessed with these yogurts, and I got blueberries. And these Takis are just for at home. I like these because they're spicy enough that I don't eat the whole bag in one sitting. I just have small servings of it. Chips are my favorite. I can eat a whole bag in one sitting. And my favorite food is pickles. I can never go to the grocery store without getting a jar, I swear. And I got this giant one. Dylan is gonna yell at me because this doesn't even fit in our tiny fridge, so that should be interesting. And then from Ulta, I just picked up this conditioner that's supposed to be really good for blondes. I have a hair appointment in a couple weeks. I'm going super blonde, so instead of purple shampoo, apparently this works better, so we're gonna try that out. I got this for work for halfway through the day when my makeup gets really oily. This is supposed to help. Everyday eyeshadow. I had to get a new eyelash curler because mine broke. This e.l.f. primer, setting spray, and then a huge hair clip. I just got done with a workout. I'm gonna eat dinner and then start editing this vlog. If it's really short, I think I'm just gonna add in the sit-down video I was gonna do and make a whole video about. I think I'm just gonna add it into this vlog.
Slow a little down is what you said. I'ma get it all up in my head. White t-shirt, blue jeans. I can never get enough of you. Bright sneakers on, getting ready for a flashback. Time keeps moving on, looking at you feeling like I could never get enough of you. And I could never get enough of you. I could never get enough of you. And I could never getting ready for a flashback. Time keeps moving on, looking at you feeling like I could never get enough of you. And I could never get enough of you. I could never get enough of you.
Good morning, it's Monday. I'm gonna stop at Starbucks on the way to work, so I'm just putting in my order so I can just pick it up in the drive-thru, but it's finally light enough in the mornings I can vlog on my way to work. I'm so happy we're getting closer to spring, but I'm gonna get an iced coffee with 2 pumps of classic instead of 4 and 2 pumps of white mocha and then sweet cream cold foam on top. This is always my go-to. I'm not getting any break today. I'm just seeing 7 patients straight through. That way I can get out of work a little early. A patient asked if they could come in at noon, and that's our lunchtime, but we made it work, and I'm just not gonna take a lunch today. The day usually goes by so fast when I do this because I'm just seeing one patient after another. But I'm gonna end the vlog here and start a new one for this week. I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday this week, which will definitely be like 40 hours for me, so stay tuned to see how that goes in my next vlog. Thank you if you made it this far, and I'll see you in my next one.